Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome to Trader's Edge Academy. I want to take a second to show you guys what you guys can expect on the inside, and I also want to take a second to explain to you why I started the community in the first place. And a little backstory, I've been trading for about 5 or 6 years now. The first couple of years were pretty rough, as anybody can imagine. I got into a breakout room, blew an account, learned about this amazing thing called short selling. Thought I found the Holy Grail, blew a couple accounts doing that, jumped around to a couple different mentors, and while I was doing that, I really feel like I found really the Holy Grail. I feel like what you do is you start finding bits and pieces of everybody or people that trade somewhat like you, and you start piecing it together. And I collected all that stuff, and I made my own system, and I want to share that with you guys on the inside. And one of the things that I think is very unique about me is that I am willing to share some very, very in-depth, psychology, trading psychology. This guy right here, Steve Goldstein, for those of you that don't know who he is one of the most renowned mind coaches in the trading community. And he's also the co-host of Alpha Mind podcast, which is one of the best podcasts for trading. If you guys didn't know that, check it out for sure. But I go through all of my 8 lessons with Steve Goldstein, and this really just changed my entire trading career. I also have a very simple start here thing that's pretty, the same thing in almost every school community you're going to find. You come in here, you click on the first thing, copy and paste. That way you can introduce yourself and start getting to know the rest of the community. Then you basically just plug and play and start clicking away until you start getting to the very end, and then that's when you'll dive into the beginner course, where in this course I'm going to basically give you guys what you guys need from point A to point Z to get to $5,000 a month. From my perspective, there's nothing wrong with only making $5,000 a month, but for me, that's a side hustle. That's not like really scaling this into the business. And how I looked at trading was, I don't think that you should have to pay any money. If you're just trying to better your life, then why should I be collecting any money from you? And for me, if I can give back to people and I can help them achieve $5,000 a month, then why the hell wouldn't you do that? And so for me, I really do believe that I can get everybody that actually puts the work in and works with me and gives me a bunch of feedback. I really believe that I can get you to $5,000 a month. If you guys want more than that, then I recommend going into my Discord room, which is going to be, a higher up level of trading where we're really going to start pushing the envelope. But I wanted to make something where you don't have to pay me a penny, not one penny, where you guys can come through and you guys can learn everything you guys need to learn to really find financial freedom. That's the difference between me and all these other rooms. Everybody talks about Lamborghinis and mansions and all this crap. You don't need that. And if you really take a step back and think about what is financial freedom for you, I guarantee that those kind of numbers that people are posting, you don't need that. Those guys have to make those numbers because they're trying to keep up with the Joneses. Those guys are never going to have financial freedom. They are slaves to the market because those guys have to make that kind of money. And for me, when I snapped out of that, after I almost, ruined everything, I snapped out of it. And I took a step back and I was just like, man, I live in a nice house. I love my house. I have no credit card debt. I have no loans. I have no car payments. I have 2 brand new cars. I paid them off, but I have nothing. I have no more debt at all. Once I pay off the mortgage for this house, that is financial freedom. But for me, it's essentially just rent. I mean, I got everything I need to have a good life. And I really think that if people start thinking about that a little bit differently, that you guys are all a lot closer to financial freedom than you think. But I want to show you guys all this stuff on the inside of the community. And at any point, if you guys have any questions or you guys need any help at all, just shoot me a message. And I will be more than happy to help you guys out. So the only thing you guys got to ask yourself is, how bad do you want it? And if you really want it, click that join button.